Okay, I'm going to walk you through the Kindle Amazon platform just so you can get familiar with the features. So let me start at the beginning. When you go to Amazon.com, you're going to come up to here in the search bar and you want to basically go to the Kindle store. And when you do that, you will see that you're only going to be searching through Kindle items at that point. What we want to look at first is selecting a category. So when you go to Kindle eBooks, you can see here that it shows the number of books in each category. So if you want, in my case, I chose a book about business and money, and it's a management book, so I'm looking for terms where I can compete with a smaller number of people, but also be directly related to what I'm talking about. So I'm talking about management and leadership, and I look, okay, leadership breaks down to management or management science. My book could be called management science, so I'd rather compete against 1,600 than 15,000, so I put it in management science. Okay, and then when you get to the end, there's no more categories. That tells you there's no subcategories left. So with that, then you see that there's certain books that will show, they show I think 16 books on a page. So your goal is to try to rank by selecting the right keywords and discoverability factors to get your book to show up on this first page so that people will scroll down and find your book. If you're too deep into here based on what they're searching for, they're not going to walk through basically 200 pages like this looking for your book, right? So I recently just changed the price on my book and looks like it's dropped it down out of the top. So now it's listed on like the 5th page. So I'm going to have to change the keywords or move something around. So in this case, it shows that this book is going to be harder to find now because it's not on the first page in that category. Then when you want to see on a particular book how a book is doing, you can click on the book or the title and you'll get to the sales page for that book. And it'll give you all the keywords that are in the title are discoverable. And then anything that's in your description, product description, is discoverable. And the product details here tells you that I am 37th in the management science and 61st in organizational. And then reviews help you get better rankings as well. So this is the information about the book, and this is the information about how it's selling. For a book to do really well, you'd like to see it be, around 50,000 will be getting you some interesting sales. So then you can have about the author, other things here, and you can start a discussion. But basically, Amazon does all this for you. You don't do any of that. So I can see that I'm looking at this, that my book description is disappeared. So that's interesting. Anyway, so you can go to the paperback version from there as well, and it has its own sales page and its own ranking. Paperbacks were going to sell probably about 1/5 of what an ebook does. So all this information again comes together on this pages, and we'll show you how to do that. If you want to write a review on the book, you would go up here, click on the customer reviews, and it would give you, where to create your own review for the book. Now, the other feature when you're looking, I'm on the paperback. I got to go back to Kindle version, and whoops. There's a new feature that Kindle's just done called Kindle Unlimited, where people pay $10 a month and they can download books for free. And this book is enrolled in that, so people load the book for free, and I still get paid by Kindle for doing that. So we went to Kindle eBooks first and looked at the categories. The next feature we're looking at is the bestseller pages. So that's starting in the same place, Kindle eBooks, and going down here to Kindle bestsellers. And when you go down now, let's look for business and money. In my case, it would be different based on your book. Management and leadership, management science. Then this is where you see how your book is ranking. Okay, top 100 paid books in this category, and I think we just saw that mine was 34th, so it should be on second page. 41st apparently. Okay, so it's in the top bestseller list. It's the 41st bestseller in this category. The other things that they do is promote new books, so you can look at hot new releases in this area, and you see my other book is now the 6th hot new release in the category because it put it into the same management science category. So all of these dimensions, you don't control this, but this is what you're trying to do, is get the book ranked up high. The higher up the category it is, the more it sells, the more they show it. So it's kind of a win-win deal. The better rankings you get, the more they show you, the more you sell, and there you go. So you're going to try to get your keywords selected correctly so that you'll get found and be up here in the top seller, and you got to get your categories selected carefully so that you're not competing against really high-selling books. So that's the strategy for getting your book into the Kindle. Now, the way you actually publish the book is in kindlekdp.amazon.com, and this is my account. You would have to sign up for a free account. You go to a book and you say, I'm going to add a new title, and when you do that, you put in your book title, a subtitle if you have an option, a series if it's part of a series, publisher name if there is one, and this is where you put your book description, and then you would add your contributors. You can put the author, editor, foreword, illustrator, who wrote the introduction, narrator, photographer, preface, translator, all those different things. You would add in those people, and then if people searched that name, it would be discoverable. So you can put as many people as you want associated with the book. And it will be listed here. Language, ISBN, don't worry about it. This is not a public domain work. That's what we put. And then you select your categories. So in my case, it's a business and economics book. I'm going down to management science. I'd put it in management science, and then I think I put it in total quality management. But you would pick your categories appropriate for your book. Then this is where you put your keywords. So any keywords that's already in your title, you don't need to repeat. So we would put, say, managing people. And then you have up to 7 phrases that you can put in there. And then you can actually upload your cover if you've made it offline, and you can decide, or you can read here what the cover guidelines are for the graphics component. Or you can launch Cover Creator and design your own cover using their tool here. So either way, you can do it, in there. Okay, so when you're in the book details page, we would enroll this in KDP Select. You put your title, subtitle, edition, publisher, description, book contributors, categories, keywords, cover, and then this is where you would upload your book file. And again, once you do that, it's going to give you a previewer so you can preview whether it looks good or not, and you can keep uploading until you get it right. Once you're done, you hit save and continue, and it's not going to let me do that because I've got no book file, so obviously that's not helpful. So I'm going to save it as a draft, and let's see if I can go to the next page without having it. No, won't let me do that. So we're going to go back and I'll show you on another book what that next page looks like. So you can see here I put in the title of this book, subtitle, the series, my publisher name, my description, my authors. I have an ISBN for this book. I put the categories. I put the cover, and I uploaded the file. It creates a preview, and then you can preview your book, and it'll walk you through and see what it looks like. So you can make sure it looks like how you want it to look, and it's all lined up. Okay? Then when you're done and you like the way that it looks, you go to the next page. And put in your pricing. So you can select a price, and you get 70% if it's between $2.99 and $9.99, 35% if it's not. And then I have it set just to make whatever that price converts to in all these other currencies. And then you can go to the bottom, hit click and save, and publish. This Kindle Match is if you have a paperback version, you can say, have it say when they buy the paperback, oh, if you want an extra, you can buy the Kindle. So you wouldn't have to worry about that because we're going to not do the paperback version right now. So that's basically all the information you have to set up to print the book. It's pretty easy. The key here is getting a good cover, getting good content, selecting good keywords so that you're discoverable, and when people go to the Amazon platform, they can find you. So the basics are this. We're just going to try it and see what happens for you. And remember that it's an experiment. It's fun to do. You're probably going to mess something up. That's okay because it's just the way it is. You know, it's a real world environment. So when we get to, oh, let me show you the other thing on KDP. I forgot. This is also where your sales reports are by book. You can show the daily sales, number of units, number of sold. You can show it by book title. We can show the royalty reports by title. See how many books have sold. The month, their week breaks down from I think Monday to Sunday. So typically we make changes. Anything you want to try, do it on Sunday so that it takes effect on Monday, and then you can run it a whole week, and so you're always comparing the same period, you know, to test different things. But that's what you've got. You can show where we've gotten paid, royalties, month-to-date sales, and you can run promotions. So this is where you would run promotions, and you can select promotions. See, I have one set up here. No, I don't. So you can do two kinds of promotions. You can do a countdown promotion, which is explained here. Basically, you say the book is $9.99, but on day one it's going to be 0, day 2 it's going to be 99, day 3 it's going to be $1.99. So every day it increments up and puts pressure on people to buy before it goes back up. And you just set that up by selecting the days and the price points that you want. Then you can also do free day promotions where you let it out for free for a period of days, and you do that all through this this platform right here. And then you can come back in after you do that and see if anybody bought it to see how it works. So it's a real world lab. The information's updated hourly, so you can actually see here in this case, this book, the last week, I've sold some in the UK, Denmark, Spain, and Brazil. So cool. So this is the platform. There's plenty more to do, but just have fun with this, and hopefully this will let you try some things in a nice, safe environment. Okay, thank you very much.